Hi, and welcome to Mama Mi's Dough. Today we're making, what are we making? Hamantaschen cookies, correct. For that you're going to need 3/4 cup of butter, which I have at room temperature fully melted. That's about 1.5 sticks. You're going to need 2 1/3 cup flour. You're going to need 2/3 cup of sugar. And you're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of orange zest. Also 1/4 teaspoon of salt for taste. For the flour and the sugar, I recommend you sift it either through a sifter or one of those sifters you have with the handle. You have to get rid of all the clumps so that it's not, you don't have all those clumps in the dough and that it comes out smoothly. So we're going to go ahead and start adding all the ingredients into our mixer over here. And we'll begin. First step we're going to do is we're going to put the butter inside the mixer. So now go ahead, put the butter inside the mixer. Egg goes last. Oh, and you're going to need 1 egg. Put the butter in the mixer. Pick it up with it. I'll help you pick it up with the paper. Okay. Ready? 1/2 of a stick. And then this whole stick in here. That makes 3/4 cup. Yep. To that we're going to add our sugar. Help me out here. Wow. Good job, Noah. And we're going to set it on about a low to medium speed, so that we could get it to an airy, nice, smooth mixture. Now that that's all mixed, we can go ahead and add our orange zest. That's about 1 teaspoonful of orange zest. I usually zest it over a grater. And now we're also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I use the Madagascar kind, but you can use the cheaper version that's sold in stores. Let's go ahead and open that. And we will use our teaspoon measurement.
No, not
tiny spoon. This is half. And let's put in another half. That equals 1 teaspoon. There we go. Now that we did that, we're going to mix it once more. And add our egg. We're going to go ahead and put the egg inside the mixture right now. Ready? Crack, crack, crack. Move your finger. Crack, crack, crack. And now let me open it, okay? Careful. So we don't get any shells in there. Yay! Now we're going to go ahead and mix this. And once that's done, we're going to put in our flour. Once I put in the flour, what we're going to end up having is this crumbly dough consistency. Once we reach that, we want to take it out and knead it by hand. If you see that it's too dry, you can keep adding about 5 teaspoons worth of water, a teaspoon at a time, until it's manageable and forms a nice round ball, at which point we're going to put it in some plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for either 3 hours or overnight. Once that's done, we'll go on and roll it out and cut it out into circular shapes and fill it in with our filling. Go on, add the flour, slowly, slowly, slowly. Watch your hand, I'm putting it in the mixer. What are you making? What sound is that? Oh, we forgot to add our salt. No, осторожно, пожалуйста, братик спит.
Wow.
Very nice. I've gone ahead and put on some plastic wrap into my countertop. We're going to take out my dough, which you can see is a little crumbly. We're going to put it onto our plastic wrap and start kneading it until it forms a nice smooth ball, at which point we're going to be moving this into the fridge to chill. Once that is done, we're going to take our rolling pin. We're going to flour the surface of your countertop, and we're going to roll this out to about 1/4 inch thickness. Yeah, you could do it too. 1/4 inch consistency, and then we're going to take a cup and cut out the rounds. For the filling, I'm going to be doing peanut butter jelly, Nutella, and some apricot jam, for which I'll post the recipe up later. Yes, honey. So, now that our dough has been in the fridge for about 4 hours now, we take it out and it feels very firm to the touch. And this is the time where you beat it senseless and get all your frustration out. Yep. If you're angry, this is where you take it out on your dough. You let it chill for a bit, then you cut out chunks, and you're going to need a rolling pin to roll out your dough into a 1/4 inch thickness, and then fill it with your filling. I see. You're throwing it. It's heavy, and you're catching it too? Good job. So first thing you're going to do, and I have a little bit right here, is you're going to take a little flour and you're going to dust the surface of your countertop in order for the dough not to stick while you're rolling it out and then shaping it into its proper form. I will then show you how we're properly going to stick the sides together and form them into proper triangles where we can start on our filling. Now that we have our dough, I separated it in half. We properly kneaded it out so it's not as thick. We floured the surface of our counter. I don't know if you could see that. We're going to take our rolling pin. And Noah's going to assist me in rolling it out. Gonna roll it. And if you need, also flour your rolling pin so that the dough itself does not stick to the pin itself. That should help you. It's very much like a sugar cookie, where it's rough and you don't want it to start to crack. And if you see it start to do so, you can pinch it back together as long as it's still pliable. You definitely don't want it sitting out too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cover that one with some foil. But yeah, we can start making our rounds now. What I did here, I have a cup that's about 3 inches in diameter, and I'm going to cut the circles out, which will be the shape for my cookie. And I'm going to continue this process until all the dough is made into these uniform circles, and then we're going to start filling them. So as you can see, I've already filled up all the doughs with 5 are Nutella, they're up front, 5 are apricot, and 5 are peanut butter and jelly. You need to make sure you're putting in only a teaspoon at a time, or else you're running the risk of them overfilling and making a giant mess on your tray. So the way we're going to fold them is over under, and we're going to make sure that in case they don't stick on the corners, you can wet your finger with water and make them stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to form one side first, fold it over. The other side will go over. I'll pinch that corner. And this one on the bottom will go under and the other side over. And pinch each corner as you go. This way, your filling stays intact and you have a nice triangular form. So once all of these are shaped, I'm going to put them onto a baking tray with my oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to bake them at 350 for 10 to 25 minutes, checking on them periodically, then taking them out and letting them cool, and then you can enjoy. There are the trays with all of them formed. Halfway decent because I had to go feed the newborn. So they got a little dry, so I had to pinch the corners instead of folding them, but they're going into the oven at 350 degrees for, as I said, 10 to 25 minutes, and I'll show you when they're ready. These are them out of the oven. Some, as you can see, unfortunately opened up because either we overfilled it, which is pretty much probably that, or because we didn't pinch it properly. I was rushing, excuse me. But the ones that we did came out pretty decent. I'm happy with them. Buttery hamantaschen. Enjoy!